Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? It's KMV, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe. We're talking about AEW's Rampage, February 16th, 2024. And the last show for AEW this week, I don't have to worry about Collision. You know, usually by the end of the week, I'm burnt out. And with being sick and everything like that, it's been a rough one. Well, we got Excalibur, Tony, Magic on commentary with Matt and everything. And this was a show that I was like, okay, let's see the botch. The one that's been all over the internet, all over the interweb, up to TikToks and up to Twitter and everything like that. Sammy Guevara versus Jeff Hardy in a no DQ match. They went balls to the wall with each other, but man, Sammy, I think he broke Jeff's nose. From what I was seeing, they didn't show it on TV because Sammy was attacked by Hobbs right after this in this cut of the show. But I saw other footage of Matt Hardy pissed off at Sammy. And I was like, oh, this is probably part of the story or something like that. They're trying to build something. But no, they did not show that on TV. Automatically, Sammy got attacked by Hobbs and was laid out, and that was it. That was all. But man, poor Jeff, dude. If you see how Sammy came down and Jeff put up the knees, he got clocked, and you could see the blood all on the mat, and then Sammy got the win for the 1-2-3. But damn, dude, hope Jeff recovers from that well. I hope it's not that much damage. You know, it's a broken nose, of course. I've never had one, so I can't say to the effect of how long it's going to be for that to heal up and everything like that. So a shout out to Jeff Hardy. Hope you feel better. Yeah, and Sammy, I hope you went backstage and apologized your ass off. That's all I got to say. Renee is backstage with Brian Cage, and I really enjoyed this promo. And him about Hook and everything like that. He goes, hey, man. He goes, it pisses me off that y'all chant for a hook, hook, hook. He doesn't even look like a wrestler. I look like a professional wrestler. I love this business. This kid was just handed everything like this and that. And I think a lot of this promo right here comes from a true place. Brian Cage has been working his ass off. He's in the gym and whatnot. Then you look at Hook. You know, Hook probably works out, yeah, but not to the extent of Brian Cage, who's in this business to be in this business and be the Swolverine and everything like that. So, this promo here, because I like Brian Cage, but this promo here made me love Brian Cage because I like what he says. No, I am the professional wrestler. Y'all cheer for him because he's the bad flavor of the month. Fuck that. I'm Brian Cage, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is great. Give me more of this, Brian. You know, no more face paint. Just do you. And because Prince Nana was about to say something, he's like, no, I'm tired of this shit. So he goes off, and it's a great promo. Watch this promo, if anything. I really enjoyed it. Private Party, they're doing their things, and we're going up in the tag team division, blah, 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 blah. So then we go over to the Blackpool Comic Club, Moxley and Claudio. This was fun because Mox is going off, and he's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. We're brothers in that ring. Ah, blah, blah, blah. Doing the Moxley thing, with his twitching and all this and that. He goes, and this guy right here, he knows everything I'm thinking. Tell him. And Claudio goes, oh, well, he spews off a couple things. And then I love Moxley's, confusion. No, I don't think that's what I was thinking. But at the end of it, he's like, yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking. And basically how they're going to take on FTR next week. And Claudio, we don't need to put stars on our trunks or anything like that. We know we're bad mamma jammas, okay? So, but I really enjoyed that. Renee's with Ruby. This is the first Ruby part 1 of this show. Saraya, Harley, and Ruby's like, you all need to go away. Saraya and Harley talk for a bit. Harley pulls out a spoon, calls it a knife, hits Saraya in the boob, and then those two are like, we need to take out Ruby. We need to finish this off. So what does that mean? Maybe we'll see it next week on Dynamite or Rampage. We'll see. But they're really doing this Outcast storyline on Rampage, so it's more likely going to be on Rampage next week. Dustin Rhodes with the Von Erichs versus Squash Gang. I was like, oh, this is cool. A lot of history here, But the Dustin Rhodes and Von Erichs got a win. I was kind of like, oh, we're just throwing Dustin now in the trios. And I hope, I don't know, I hope that Tony can let Dustin go to WrestleMania and be with Cody in this big moment that's about to happen in all of professional wrestling. You know, I just hope so, but I know Tony Khan is so fucking petty that won't even be a thing because he's about the contract. He's like, no, you can't do that, man. Because how awesome would it be if Cody is fighting? And yes, he'll have Seth there, but Seth got beat down by the Bloodline, and then Cody's in the ring, and The Rock is standing there, and all of a sudden, here comes Dustin Rhodes to save his brother, and boom! Oh, God, I dream of this stuff so much. Oh, man. Speaking of dreaming, I saw this movie with it's a really hardcore slasher film on Screambox, and it has a professional wrestler on there. He wasn't really a professional wrestler in real life, but he's an actor, but he was jacked up to look like one. It's a crazy movie. It has professional wrestling in it. It's the only way. My wife was like, yo, I have this movie. I was like, oh, okay, slasher. Oh, I'm sold. She goes, it's about pro wrestling. I was like, I'm sold even more. But it's a fun movie. I can't remember what it was. You could just go to Screambox and, check it out or stuff like that. So we got Renee with Toni Storm backstage, and I love this segment so much right here. Toni is the only reason why I care about the women's division, because she is so hilarious. She is great, and when she's talking about Deonna Purrazzo, she's like, oh yeah, you want to take me out with your submissions, huh? And she just grabs Mariah, throws her to the ground, and starts putting her in submissions. Where he picks up Mariah, is like holding her, and he's just like, yeah, good job. Pushes her off, and Tony's like, no one likes a drama queen. Piss off. I don't know what happened, but I had to pause the show right there because that shit was hilarious. Oh my God, man. I need to get me a Timeless Toni Storm shirt immediately. Maybe next payday. I got to have one. And I got to have a Tiffany Stratton shirt too. So maybe those are my top two shirts that I need to get. And then I can show them off on social media and be real cool because I love my pro wrestling. Darby and Sting package. The Bucks or the Jacksons, however you want to call them, with the blood. They're going to fight at Revolution March 3rd. And so that's going to be Revolution's shaping up to be a fun pay-per-view. We have Queen Aminata versus Anna Jay, and there's this really nice YouTube special called Close Up with Renee interviewing Queen and how her journey here, talking about, I think she said she lost her father and everything like that. So I want to check out that interview and just because I think Queen and this is my match of the night. Queen and Anna, like these two went to town, and then the show of respect afterwards. I was like, hell yeah. Let's see what Queen can do, and let's keep building her up. Then Renee's backstage with my other two favorites, Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander, and of course Stokely. And Willow's like, that wasn't nice how we won that match last week. And Stokely was like, hey, you won though, right? And Chris is like, Stokely, we're not going to do this, so shake Willow's hand, and I like, just don't touch me like I'm a grown-ass man. Oh, Stokely's great. Renee is backstage once again with part 2 of Ruby, and Cool Hand called this moment. And I like what Excalibur did here afterwards. Cool Hand's like, hey, happy Valentine's Day, gives her a box of chocolates with flowers. And then Ruby's like, hey, next week let's get a drink or something like that. And, you can pick me up on Wednesday. How convenient. So we're going to probably see a segment between these two on Wednesday's Dynamite, going on a date and everything like that. I just don't understand this storyline, but, whatever. Let's get... Cool Hand's got more TV time, not wrestling, but with this whole thing and everything like that. So I'm interested to see where we're gonna end it. And we still have Saraya and Harley in the background and everything like that. So that goes on. Then we get to a big 12-man tag team match. Bang Bang Scissor Gang versus Dark Order, Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, and Singh. Fast-paced, quick match. It was a fun match. I would say this is my second match of the night. It was fun. It was fast. It was like boom, 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 boom. Because you got 12 wrestlers in there going at it, and they have to get some spots in. They all got to shine a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. But of course, bang, bang, scissor gang. Oh, I got my scissors up, got my guns up, right there, baby. And they got a new shirt, they got new merch, and that's the third shirt I probably need to get. And I'm saying this now, and I'm like, man, that's like $100 right there. But bang, bang, scissor gang, baby, yo. And that's it That's all. I give the show a 3 out of 5. I gotta say, Queen and Anna, my match, and second to that, Bang Bang Sister Gang versus Dark Order, Jay Lethal, Jeff Jarrett, Singh. And with Jeff and Jay losing again, this is going to cause more tension because we've been telling that story. And eventually we'll get Jeff Jarrett versus Jay Lethal, a feud. And I'm rooting for Jay Lethal to get out under this group and become Jay Lethal again. So, all right, y'all. Tell me what you thought of the show. Drop those comments below. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Share with your grandma, share with your grandpa, share with the bum down at Walmart. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com/New World Podcast. Get yourself that sweet nWp logo created by Penta X. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
This is what I love. This is what I want to do. And everybody cheering for you. When they should cheer for me, I'm what a wrestler should look like.